plastic. Tama nga ang sinabi ni Prophet Isaiah.
Grabe. Pang-iinsulto ito sa Diyos.
Meron daw sa inyong nakikipagrelasyon sa stepmother niya. Grabe naman.
Di kayo nag-iisip. Nakulang ba kayo?
Sa maniwala kahit sa hindi, ang mga narinig ninyo, mga linya sa Biblia. Ito ang New Testament Pinoy version, ang pinakabagong bersyon ng Biblia ng Philippine Bible Society.
After ng ilang minutes, may nakapansin ulit kay Peter at sinabi sa kanya, isa ka sa mga kasamahan nila. Pero sumagot si Peter, hindi po ako yun, sir. After 1 hour, may lalaking nag-insist. Sure ako, kasama ni Jesus ang taong ito kasi taga-Galilee din siya. Pero sumagot si Peter, di ko alam ang sinasabi mo, sir.
You gotta work hard! So yes, sir!
There's a lot of controversy regarding this translation. And there's even a belief that na wag nating basahin tong Bible na to because o wag nating gamitin tong Bible na to because it's dangerous. So what I did, I bought a copy. Okay, bumili ako ng copy and I've been using it for a few days now. And here's my review and recommendation of it. Okay, before we go on to explain the Pinoy New Testament version, I would like to just give you a brief explanation of the different translations of the Bible. Bakit ba iba-iba yung translations and what are their differences? Generally speaking, merong tatlong kinds of translation. Okay, and word for word, or we also call that formal equivalence, thought for thought, or what we call dynamic equivalence, and paraphrase. And yung word for word, makikita mo dyan ay NASB, Amplified, ESV, and KJV. Pag sinabing word for word, that the translators are trying their best na i-translate siya word per word from the original languages. Meron pong tatlong original language sa Bible. In the Old Testament, it's Hebrew. In the New Testament, it's Greek. And at some parts of the Old and New, Aramaic. So tatlo lang po yan. Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. Pag sinabi mong word for word, ang pinipilit ng mga translators na ma-hit dito ay accuracy. Okay? Again, accuracy.
If he's such a unicorn, why did his horn protect him?
So, ito yung pinakamalapit sa original translation. So, thought for thought, babasahin yung isang verse, okay? And then, try to understand ano ba yung thought, ano ba yung meaning nitong verses na to, na not necessarily word per word. I will sacrifice accuracy a little bit, but at least it's more clearer, mas malinaw. And you can see it here, CSB, and maybe the very most famous one, NIV, NLT, which what I personally use in my devotional NLT, and NET. Now, ano naman yung paraphrase? And again, in my opinion, probably this is the most dangerous translation. Okay, I don't want to say it's bad. Of course, it's still the Bible, no? You go ahead and still read this. But walang accuracy, pero sobra naman na gustong maging clear. And sometimes the words are being dropped. The original words are being dropped. A Greek scholar, part of our movement, si Pastor Ernie, I'm gonna put his link here. So if you want a more expert approach, you go there. This is just my own interpretation, my own idea, my own stand against about this matter, actions to this. Una muna, pag-usapan natin, why is there such a controversy? Bakit ba siya merong controversy? Well, unang-una, when I showed you the chart, pinagdedebatihan kasi ng scholars, Bible scholars, kada word when it was being translated. Okay? Again, lalo na yung mga nag-translate ng word for word, dinedebate nila very very carefully. Ito bang English translation na to yung pinaka dapat diyan. And it's gonna take them years and years and years to produce a translation. So sobrang ingat tayo diyan. And importante din yung mga sometimes feeling natin is not that important, like mga tenses, mga past tense, present tense, pero it makes a world of a difference. Okay, the tenses in the Bible, the period saan nakalagay yon, yung comma, sino yung subject nitong verse na to. There's a lot of considerations. That is why it's not very easy for a person or even a group to just go out there and claim that we made a translation. Not everyone can do that, and not everyone will be honored if they do that. It's not that simple. And siguro the main reklamo against this Bible is that masyado raw na downgrade yung Bible because of so I'm gonna read another verse. Sabi dito, tapos pinagtripan nila si Jesus. Sinaladuhan nila siya at sinabing mabuhay ang hari ng mga Jews. Hinampas nila ng stick ang ulo ni Jesus at dinuraan siya. So, one of the attacks to this translation is that nababoy daw yung text. Nababoy yung Bible. Meron pa dun sa Galatians chapter 1, I think 1 verse 6, sabi dun, sobrang na-shock ako sa inyo. Ang dali nyo namang tinalikuran ng Diyos. Imagine, sobrang bait niya at pinadala niya si Christ sa atin. Ang Diyos mismo ang pumili sa inyo. Tapos ngayon, ini-entertain nyo ang ibang gospel. So why is there such a controversy? Again, it's not easy. Again, you're gonna be sacrificing either accuracy in the sake of clarity when you're translating the Bible. Since the language is what we call heterogeneous, ibig sabihin two kinds of language, ay medyo parang konyo yung dating, medyo pangkali yung dating, and some people do not like it. Now, why is it good? Why is a New Testament Pinoy version Bible something that you want to read and probably want to recommend it to your friends? Well, number one, it's like what I've said, it's a heterogeneous language. It's a mixture of Filipino and English, Taglish in our terms. And that is how we speak today. Ganun na po tayo magsalita ngayon. Ganun na po tayo mag-usap, lalo na this generation. Okay? You cannot see a teenager out there that will be speaking like and will use the words like subalit. Diba? Ako po ay pumunta sa eskwelahan namin, subalit wala ang aking guro. No one will say that. Okay? A teenager will say, kahit Tagalog yan, sabihin niya, pumunta ako sa school pero wala yung teacher namin. You understand? And that's the way that we speak today. That is how this Bible is written. And when I'm preaching, if you know how I preach, that's how I interpret things. Pag nagkikwento ako ng mga narrative sa Bible, I will probably use the same words like, na-shock sila nung nakita nila si Jesus. Okay, hindi sila makapaniwala and their minds were blown because nagulat sila with this miracle. And that is how we will teach, so that we will be relevant to this, to our viewers, to our listeners. And I kind of use the same approach as well. Number 2, this is not a work of one person. Okay, this is an interconfessional project. That means it's safe. It's not favoring a sect. Okay, it's not, pag sinabi mong interconfessional, iba't ibang sect may ang nag-agree with this project. It's not gonna favor one sect or one particular religion, if I should use that term. It remains faithful to the text. And also, one more thing is that the Pinoy version New Testament was translated directly from the Greek. So imagining yung grupo na to, by the way, the group that made this, pag nakita nyo, Philippine Bible Society, they are part of the United Bible Society. Ibig sabihin, marami tong mga taong to na nag-approve itong translation ng Bible na to. And they are adhere to the guiding principles for the in-confessional cooperation. It's faithful to the text. It's a different language, yes. And it's maybe we're not used to that. It doesn't sound holy enough. But it's faithful to the Greek. Again, I myself read it. I've read some of the doctrinal verses. I don't have time to talk about it now. I've read it kung meron bang mali, meron bang danger dito. And I can say na it's safe, and it's something that I can recommend. By the way, I forgot. When you go back to the text, when you go back to the graph, saan dyan yung Pinoy version, New Testament Pinoy version, saan dyan? It's probably around here, katabi ng NLT. Ayan, thought for thought. The translators read it in Greek and translated it into a contemporary language for Filipinos that is easy to understand and that is easily relatable. As I land this, Pastor, what's the best translation ever? What's one thing I can use? The best translation is the translation that you are reading. The best translation is the translation where you can journey with God, dwell in His Word, swim in His grace, and experience His grace every single day. And ano ba yon sa lahat ng translations na to? Kasi kahit sabi personally, we use ESV. Again, for study purposes, intindihin nyo to, importante ito. For study purposes, if I'm gonna teach in Victory Group, if I'm gonna preach, I will not start with this. I will still start with word-for-word translation. And that's what I do every single week. ESV, NASB, yun pa rin. Pero, every day na magde-devotional ako, I will use this. Okay? In fact, I've been using it. And the best translation is the translation that you enjoy. I've been using NLT for 4 years, 5 years now. Okay? Because that's enjoyable for me. The language is enjoyable for me. Now again, if I'm gonna study, I'm gonna use ESV. So I encourage you na meron ka pa ring ESV, okay, meron ka pa ring NLT, tapos meron ka nito, para pag-compare-comparein mo at ikaw mismo yung magsabi kung may mga differences. Now, to a beginner who doesn't read the Bible at all, I would gladly give them this just to get their Bible study going, just to have just to give them a start of enjoying and loving the Bible, I will give him this. I will just jumpstart his habit in reading the Bible in a language that he or she will understand, na hindi siya aantokin at hindi challenge sa kanya yung pagbabasa. There you have it. Again, I hope na nakatulong tong video to. Again, if there are questions about this translation, I hope that you will share this video to your friends. I hope that you will share this to other people. And again, at the end of the day, we just want as many people as possible getting hope and being encouraged by the living Word of God, which is the Bible. God bless you.